Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all the love, support, and good comments which I receive on my videos lately. And all I want to say is that I'm really happy that my videos are fruitful for the community as well as for each one of you. That's why today's video is about building your personal brand. सी पर्सनल ब्रांड को अगर मैं सिंपली डिफाइन करूं, पर्सनल ब्रांड का मतलब ये है हाउ पीपल परसीव यू. एंड with personal brand, one thing is always going to be associated. People are going to listen when you talk. Okay, that is personal brand for you. Now, personal brand is basically when you talk about something, people are going to make a perception of you, and they are going to rely upon your opinion. Okay, for example, if I know that today if I share some HR's PDF, no, I will get comments like, since you are sharing, it's reliable, because that is what I've seen. Okay, now to build this personal brand, you need a lot of time, effort, and consistency. I'm going to share today the story of CA Didi, and beach mein I will tell you pro tip or normal tip how to build your personal brand. So, talking about my personal brand, I am your CA Didi. I started this whole CA Didi thing probably some 6-7 months back, not more than that. Like on LinkedIn, 6-7 months back, on YouTube, 4-5 months back. And currently, if you ask about what all things I do, why do I have a personal brand, I have made more timetables, schedules for CA preparation than I remember. I have reviewed CVs, cover letters, uh, messages to directors, partners, managers as your referral request messages. Other than that, follow up emails, normal cold emails, I've reviewed like 1,000 plus. I've reviewed, I can guarantee that. Then I also have conducted a lot of articleship sessions, mock interviews. Further, if you talk about my guidance, one-on-one mentorship, happy to share that I've mentored 500 plus kids of CA articleship, CA intermediate, CA foundation, even CA finalists I've mentored. Further, I post vacancies on my WhatsApp group every day, Big Fours, Big Tens, wherever I find a vacancy, I share. Not just for articleship, for industrial trainees, also for CA aspirants, for CS, CMA, everything I share there. Then I also am a content creator. I have content on LinkedIn as well as on YouTube. I vlog also. I make some funny videos also. I also talk about a lot of things like spoken English, interview tips, and my content revolves only around the CA community, but I try to inculcate more and more topics and concepts like this one, how to create a personal brand. But yes, majorly my focus is towards my CA community because that is my community, my family. Let's now talk about how did I become the CA Didi. Okay, so the first time that I ever felt that I should start this thing was I came across a post. It was of a qualified chartered accountant. He was sharing that he was the victim of COVID batch. He had his articleship during that time. He couldn't do much during his articleship because of lockdown, and he never learned the practical experience. Then he got some 1 or 2 attempts and he became a CA successfully. The thing is that he did not know any work. So whenever he's trying to get into some company, some firm, he's not able to learn there also. And he was so depressed, he wanted to leave CA. He was like, CA is not my cup of tea and I should just leave the profession. And he was like, please someone save my career. And people were commenting, some HR email ID, people were leaving comments that contact this person, he is hiring currently, contact this person and all. Some people were sympathizing with him, some people were empathizing with him. What I felt was that that person is not just seeing himself as a failure, he's seeing CA as a failure. And the fact that he is a qualified chartered accountant, he has lost his self confidence, self esteem. And at that time, I was not prioritizing job over his character. That was my judgment call. Okay, so I commented, I left a huge comment. I addressed him as, hi CA so and so, and congratulations on qualifying as a chartered accountant. Then I started with that. You are one of the billion people who was a chartered accountant. And our motto says that we are the ones who are awake amongst those who sleep. And you are a chartered accountant. So chin up, soldier, and be proud of yourself that you cleared CA. Next thing, I told him that you're not just the only victim of COVID, and if you're going to some employer and if you tell them that I never had experience, can you please teach me things from the basic? So nobody's going to take you seriously. But if you have the confidence, like you're a chartered accountant, you have the knowledge, you just don't know how to apply it or probably how things are done, you should get into some mentorship of a top chartered accountant only, like somebody who has his practice established for 30-40 years, or maybe somebody who's willing to take you under him and to teach you the things. And I motivated him that you do this, you do that, chin up, be brave, be confident, you're a chartered accountant. I emphasized on that fact to build his confidence again. And within one day, I think that comment got like 100 plus likes and replies saying that at the rate that person they tagged, they were like, follow this advice, don't listen to anything else. And I was a kid, okay? I didn't even qualify CA intermediate. I was still a CA intermediate student at that time. And I felt like if I can guide a qualified CA and people are agreeing with me, it means that maybe I have the right judgment call, or maybe I have the power to persuade someone to help them only, which what I feel is right for them, and maybe they agree with that. And that's how I thought that okay, my words do leave impact, and maybe my words are just something which are directed in a way that maybe can help people. So my priority always has been to helping people, and that is what is your personal brand. So the first step is choose what you want to reflect with your name. Okay, with me, I've had 500 plus reviews of my services, free of cost services, and out of 500, 80% people would have used the same word, helpful. Okay, that is my personal brand, that if you're contacting me, I will be of help to you no matter what. Okay, the first thing always is going to be the same. Choose your niche. What do you want to be associated with? Which adjective, which quality do you want to be associated with? That is your personal brand. Okay, then I slowly started with things which I knew. So that is the second tip with you. Whenever you're trying to build your personal brand, always start with something which you've already done. Rather than talking about things which you want to do or you have zero expertise about, don't talk about it. Talk about things which you have done and dusted. Okay. Like I cleared my group 1 in November 23 and group 2 in May 24. So, I shared my exemptions only. I did not talk about any other subject. I only talked about exemptions. Okay. I started with talking about law. What did I do? How did I plan my law subject? How many revisions I had? How I used to study? How I used to maintain my notes? How I used to present my answers in my mock test and in my CA paper? And that got 1 lakh plus impressions within some days. And I understood that okay, this is what people want. Then I started series. I got my results. The day I got my results of CA intermediate second group, unit 2D, I had completed 1 lakh impressions on that day. So I realized that okay, I'm in the right line. This is meant for me. Then I started with a lot of series. I started with audit series. I do this. I used to share my personal notes, my way of scribbling method, what I used to do. I used to guide people that today we'll talk about how to do this, how to present your answers, how to prepare in 2 to 3 months. I used to talk about all of these things, and then I started gaining fame. Further, I started talking about a lot many other things. Free playlists on YouTube for your that 1.5 day revision, how to maintain notes, how you can cover your syllabus, how you can manage your college as well as your articleship. Further, I started with study schedules, how to make them. Then I started getting personal messages that Didi, can you help us with this? Can you help us with that? Then with that Didi concept coming in, I started being CA Didi, and that's just a name I tossed in one day. It wasn't something which I thought about for a long time. I just somebody called me Didi. I was like, okay, Didi is a nice name. Maybe I can start my own personal brand. So I started with CA Didi. That is the third tip for you. Whenever you are building a personal brand, you should have a name by which you will be known. I know for a fact that people might not know my name, they might not even know CADD, but they would know my face because my personal brand became my pictures on LinkedIn, which people are opposed to. It's fine, it's your opinion, but I know my personal brand is my face because when I post something, they know that it's from me, and then they listen and then they read what I write because they know it's coming from me. So that's how my face became my personal brand. CA Didi later became my personal brand because I used to post without CA Didi card name. Then I started with CA Didi, and that's how CA Didi became my personal brand. Okay. Then when I cleared CA intermediate, I started posting a lot about the study schedules, your free playlist, materials, tips about how to ace your exams. Every exam I have to talk about. Then I got into EY. I started sharing my storytelling and about how many failures I had before that. I shared everything I could. And that's how CADD became more of a CADD. Then I got into EY and I started focusing only on articleship. So this is something about a personal brand, which is your fourth tip. Whenever you are directing your content, you should know it should be it should be your personal thing, one thing which you're doing currently, so that you're up to date. And second thing, it should be changing. Talking about the same things, posting about the same things is not going to get you anywhere. Everybody's going to be bored of you. You have to talk about new things that you can associate with your life experiences. Okay. And that is how my content kept revolving. Like I started talking about things which were happening, and those actually became the need of the hour. Then when I got into EY, I started everything. Everything that you know about me today is what I started after coming into EY. Be it articleship guidance, mock interviews, CV reviews. I have reviewed 1,000+ CVs, and I've mailed CVs. I've done everything. Talking about the HRs, how to cold email, everything. Every guidance on YouTube, it started after I got into EY. Then mentoring people. That started a long way ago. That's how I define my personal brand. That you want everything, you have everything here. You want guidance, you want one-on-one sessions, you want calls, you want me to help you with your CV building, you want me to guide you what to do after what. Everything you'll get here. So that is your fifth tip about your personal brand. You have to explore. You can't just stick to one thing. I cannot just be like CV because I don't have the expertise. There are people who are just into CV reviewing and they're doing great in life because they have such experience. But I have multiple experiences. I am a jackal of all and master of none, but I know how to help you guys. That is my personal goal, okay? To help. Nothing else I want. That's how I started with telling people this is what I did, this is what you shouldn't do. I told them these are the article names used by other big fours, these are the HR IDs, that's how you cold email, that's how you apply. I started posting everything. That's how my personal brand became to complete CA Didi. That you go here, you will find everything here. Be it your application, be it about the CA course, be it about the faculties, be it about the material, be it about your SPOM that I've never talked about, but I will soon when I clear. I have not cleared, hence I haven't talked about SPOM. But yes, when I do, of course. Then with the mentoring sessions, articleship sessions, I started a WhatsApp channel. It's a WhatsApp group basically. It was first for articleship mock interviews, but then later it got converted into articleship vacancies. Then I started posting everything, be it your CA, CMA, CPA, whatever I come across a vacancy, I share there. Then I started with this is something which is off track, but yes, I got a lot of messages from people from other backgrounds also, be it MBA, be it MCA, further CPA and everything. I used to tell them that, bro, I am into CA. I have no idea about your field. They were like, nobody is there to guide us. Please, you become CA Didi and CS Didi. I was like, nay, it's always going to be CA Didi. So yeah, that is about your personal brand. It's a sixth tip. It's a very important tip. You should know when to stop and where to mark the boundary. Okay, you should know how to explore, how to grow, in which direction you want to grow. I knew that LinkedIn पर जितना होना था हो चुका है. ठीक है, I have done everything on LinkedIn which I could possibly do. I shared everything. I am exhausted now. Okay, I can share more about things which I am currently doing, that how to handle your articleship with your studies. I can guide you about that. But I knew that things have to now go on on a bigger scale, because not every aspirant is going to use LinkedIn. They're going to use YouTube also. Hence, I started posting on YouTube, because now when I get queries, I'm like, boss, I don't have time. I have articleship which takes me 12 hours plus a day, traveling included, okay? And I'm like, bro, I don't have time. This is the YouTube video. You go watch it. You have any doubts, please come to me. And thankfully, people are always like that. We got everything covered. We don't have any doubts. Thank you so much for the video. We loved it. That is my personal goal, that even if I'm not available because of my articleship or because of my studies, I should be available on YouTube, so that even when I'm sleeping, at least I'm there for you. That's my personal brand. That is the CADD brand for you. And I hope that in this storytelling, I was able to tell you about how to build a personal brand and how I did it with LinkedIn. I will share the last remaining tips with you all. Seventh tip: always be consistent. I used to post every day. Even if my phone was broken, I used to schedule posts for another 1 week. Okay. I know that for the past 1 or 2 months, I haven't been posting much on LinkedIn, but that's only because of a lot of hate comments that I was getting. Okay. And it doesn't bother me that much, but yeah, to some extent, it does sadden me. Something it does. Okay, it's not that it demotivates me, but it is something which makes me avoid LinkedIn, and that's why YouTube is my focus now, not LinkedIn. Then see, being consistent is always going to help you, because your consistency matters. When your name is reflecting everywhere on every feed, people are going to notice you, and then your personal brand gets into picture, that, oh, she's consistent. Even that is a quality. Okay. Then your eighth thing of personal brand is, whenever you are presenting yourself, you shouldn't be vulnerable. You should be somebody who should have his own opinions, and it may be offensive to some people, it's okay. But your personal brand should always be genuine. Genuinity, I'm telling you, it is the most underrated factor, adjective, quality I can think of. Be genuine. When you are genuine, no, everybody knows what you're capable of, what you're not capable of. I am not capable of handling nonsense on LinkedIn. That is my genuinity. Okay. I can say this to everybody's face. I do not take insults well. And if somebody is insulting me, you're going to get something from me also. As simple as that. I'm a Punjabi. That is my core nature. Okay. We don't take insults. Next, the ninth point, whenever you are working on a personal brand, you cannot afford to compromise. Okay, when I talk about compromise, I mean that compromising on the quality. Just because I said be consistent doesn't mean कि तुम कुछ भी post करोगे. Okay, it means to post what's relevant and to post what is qualitative. I can assure you, I have never ever posted the same, even the same paragraph in any other post. मेरी हर post unique होगी. Okay, and it is because I have never wanted to, have impressions. वो अपने आप आ रही थी. And trust me, जब तुम एक डायरेक्शन में जाते हो ना, everything falls back into place. Everybody is going to fall right into place. Everything is going to follow you, be it your success, be it your popularity, be it your personal brand का और ऐसे फेम मिलना उसको, वो सब कुछ अपने आप होता रहेगा if your focus is there. And second thing, you have like positive, like तुम्हारा मोटिव क्या है उसके पीछे. मेरा मोटिव हेल्प करना था, दैट इज वाई आई गॉट द फेम. बट इसका मतलब ये नहीं है मिस यूज इट. नेवर, आई विल नेवर मिस यूज इट. एंड आई हैव नेवर मोनेटाइज एनीथिंग. इवन इफ आर्टिकलशिप CV reviews, articleship sessions, I've never monetized it. And the only time I monetize it is जब मेरे बहुत ज़्यादा घंटों की वो लगी है मेहनत, and I've compromised something for that. Only then, and that too, it will not be more than 20-30 rupees. I can assure you. मेरे अंदर वो चीज़ है ही नहीं कि मुझे पैसा चाहिए. It's not there. Now, talking about the last tip, which is the most important tip, your 10th tip, it is don't use AI. Don't fall into the trap of plagiarism. I'm telling you, once you get into that, you can never get out of it. And I can confidently say that none of my content, be it the YouTube description, be it my LinkedIn content, be it any damn thing I've ever posted, it is never taken from AI. It is never taken from AI, and it never will be. Okay? AI is supposed to help you. It is not supposed to help you build your personal brand. Your personal brand has personal in it for a reason, because वो तुम्हारी अपनी चीज़ है. So whenever you're promoting yourself as a brand, you should have that personal element to it, something to it, कि तुम्हारा उसमें कुछ reflect हो कि ये मेरी चीज़ है. For I don't know for what reason, मेरा ब्रांड के साथ हमेशा से ये रहा है कि if she is posting, she is going to post something long, like long paragraphs she is going to post. I have a lot to say, that is why I post long posts. But उसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि वो मेरा personal touch है. My personal touch is this: I am always going to talk to you like your family member. I know I'm not a blood related family member, but I'm always going to be your CA Didi. हाँ, मतलब जब मैं थोड़ी सी बूढ़ी हो जाऊंगी तब you can call me something else, CA Dadi, something like that. But अभी के लिए it is Didi only. I'm 21. I just turned 21, so CA Didi is fine. And if I talk about पर्सनल एलिमेंट कि आप अपनी पर्सनल उसमें क्या चीज़ डाल रहे हो, आपके पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंसेस डाल रहे हो, आप अपना पर्सनल स्टोरी टेलिंग का कुछ एलिमेंट डाल रहे हो, ऑफ कोर्स दैट इज़ what makes your personal brand your personal brand. And that's all for the video today. I'm sorry it took so long, but as I said, I like to talk to you like your sister, and that's what sisters do. They don't stop talking. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you like this video. I hope it's fruitful. If it's fruitful, please comment down below. And for more such videos, subscribe to my channel. And thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.